Hi everyone, it's Jasmine Rose here with your reading from Monday the 15th of February to Sunday the 21st. Today I've got the Osho Zen tarot deck. So as usual, I'm just giving everything a good shuffle and I'm picking out cards for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and the weekend. Okay, for Monday, Tuesday, we've got the card of travelling. We've also got the number 8. So I feel as if Monday, Tuesday at the start of the week is all to do with troubleshooting the problem areas, not just within your goals but in your personal development. And the thing about the number 8 here, at the side it's the kind of sign of, it means infinity, it never ever stops. So we're talking about manifesting this week. We're going back to thinking about how we're going to manifest our goals and make ourselves prosperous, and how can we live in abundance, basically. Now the main thing I really want to bring up here is the colours that are on this card. I'll just show you that they're very kind of, we've got lots of kind of pinks, reds, pastel colours. It's very, very earthy. It almost kind of looks like a mountain when we look at it, like the side of a mountain. The main thing I want to go with here is that it's linked again to the base chakra. When we get stuck in a rut and when things haven't really been manifesting for us, we really kind of sometimes need to, when we don't feel stable within ourselves, cannot be financially stable without realising that real wealth really comes from within. Think about this for a moment. We are the only species on this earth that have to pay to live and eat. Our world is so abundant that if we came together and shared everything that we had, there would be enough to go around and then some more. There's no need for poverty in the world, there's no need for starvation. And what I'm trying to get at here is I'm trying to get you to realise that we have absolutely everything that we need. But what we tend to do is we try to always, what we end up doing is we end up looking outside ourselves to nourish those wants and needs in terms of possessions, when what we really need to do is go back to the earth and realise that everything we have is already here for us. Don't get caught up in the illusion of possessions and things. So for some of you, you may be travelling this week, but it may also be that you are taking the next step up in the ladder in terms of your goals. But what I really want to get through here is that sometimes we are distracted with what we need. Maybe we need money, maybe we're trying to make ends meet. But once we start realising that everything that we truly need is within ourselves and not outside of ourselves, in terms of have this wonderful tool of manifestation where once we live in alignment with our goals and realise that we are infinite, we can manifest what we truly desire. So I feel as if this card is all about manifestation this week. And once you get the hang of this, once you balance your root chakra and get rid of the feelings of insecurity and not having enough, this will really open up possibilities for you. This is a real hurdle at the beginning of the week, but once you get through this, I feel as if it's going to open up so many more possibilities. I feel as if it's also to do with confidence coming in as well. We've got the sun shining up high. Confidence can seem so daunting. If confidence is something that you struggle with at the minute, I feel as if temporary, and if you act as if you have confidence, feel the fear and do it anyway, that confidence will come quicker to you than what you ever thought. Okay, we're going to Wednesday, Thursday here. We've got flowering. So as I was saying about, once we realise that we really have everything that we need and working on the stability I was talking about in the first card, the middle of the week seems to see things kind of taking shape. This is a card of balance, and I feel as if I want to speak about self-love here as well. I feel this card represents the state you will be in when you are feeling self-sufficient, when you feel balanced in alignment with your body, your spirit and your goals. We've got a lot of water in this card, and I feel as if this is relating to the emotions here, and I feel as if it is a very peaceful card. And what I'm kind of being told is it's a week for really getting on top of those emotions, and I feel as if it is really about balancing emotional stability as well. The lotus flower here is, I'm just drawn to how pink and beautiful that is, and it really is a sign, like a card of peace and happiness. We've also got the green here fading into the pink again, and which is these are the colours of the heart chakra. So really it's about honouring yourself this week. Also, I feel this card is about compassion, and we can achieve compassion when we first have compassion for ourselves, when we take the time to look after ourselves. So in terms of goals, I feel as if this card is emphasising that when you put in the groundwork to deal with your insecurities and to deal with your feelings, and looking at your own success and doing the groundwork and achieving a mindset of abundance, that abundance literally flows this week. I feel also I needed to take the time to tell you that I also feel guided to tell you that this is a time for taking some rest or looking after your body. If you've been pushed really hard recently, it's time to take time out. Meditation is ideal to be doing right now to give you that inner peace and clarity. Now when we go into Friday and the weekend, this card here is control, and the first thing that this reminds me of is the suit of swords. This kind of looks like how the King of Swords would probably appear. It's a very kind of cold card. If we just look, I feel as if the triangle or the pyramid here is reaching to the top of the head here, and I feel as if for me that kind of tells me that maybe we're dealing with very narrow-minded people in our life this week, particularly at the end of the week. The structure of the pyramids kind of tells me that it might feel as if you're kind of going up against a brick wall, and I feel as if this person might represent a really difficult family member, or it might represent a boss that you're working with that you feel as if you just cannot get past at the minute. Maybe nothing you say is ever good enough. Maybe they offer just harsh words and criticism. There's never any praise. And I feel as if what this card is kind of telling us is that yes, they may be kind of in your way at the minute. They might be what sometimes stops you from achieving what you want in life. For example, this person might offer so much criticism that when it comes to achieving things, you take that criticism on board, when actually it's probably actually nothing to do with you. It might just be the way that they are. And when this becomes part of you, it then becomes the reason that you do not manifest your goals, or it becomes the reason you can't get your job promotion, or the reason that you are unhappy at work. And when we go back to this card here for the middle of the week, I feel as if this card is really saying this compassion, this love, this harmony that you're experiencing during the week. I feel this is kind of where you really want to go, because love is the highest frequency on this planet. There's two frequencies. The strongest one is love, but the other one is fear. And I feel as if the more fear-based thinking that we have, the more control is put on us, and the more we feel as if we can't get to where we want to be, whether it be in terms of career and relationships. What I feel this card is also telling me is that even though this person is probably very narrow-minded and doesn't support what you're doing, there's a diamond just above here, and it feels as if the light is channeling up through the head. And what that is telling me is that, what this is telling me, that this light at the top of the head, we all have this. We all have our crown chakra, which connects us to source, and this is just a reminder just how infinite we are, that we can truly create. We're never ever alone. We're always infinite creation. We are infinite consciousness. And I feel as if this, when we take in, if we only practice kind of love instead of fear, I feel as if this is what we need to kind of jump over this pyramid, so to speak, and get to where we're really wanting to go. When it comes to really difficult people, treat them with kindness this week. Try and think only kind thoughts, and just let, if they're negative towards you, just try and let the positivity flow through you and let it go. This is very much something to do with them. And I think even if you came around to their way of thinking, it still wouldn't be good enough. So I feel as if the main message this week is kind of working on our own personal development, going within to realise that you are the source, that you can be the main source for everything that you need in your life. Practice the self-love and practice compassion for other people, because that is what is going to move around the difficult people in your life right now. And remember that there's no point in holding on to negative relationships if all that they're doing is hurting you. Don't feel intimidated by this card at the end of the week. You can achieve your goals. And so that's all I've got for this week, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.